this is getting out of hand. Messi is voted League One Best Foreign Player of the Season. What? Since when is this an award? I did not want to come out here and just hate on Messi, but it's just the media and this type of like attention and like awards Messi's being given has just out of line. And the thing is, now that I'm seeing that they've made up another award because last year was the best crossbar, they really celebrated someone hitting the crossbar. And now they're saying, all right, obviously the best player last season was French. How can we award him? Well, let's just, take away the French and just put foreign players only, and then maybe he'll win. And then they just gave it to him. And it's just like, when is this an award? Do you see any other league do this? Because this just shows how unserious League One is. Premier League doesn't do this. Bundesliga doesn't do this. La Liga doesn't do this. Serie A doesn't do this. The Netherlands League doesn't do this. Argentinian League don't do this. Liga MX. The list goes on and on. Nobody does this. But why has he been given this award? Because they did not want him to have no awards on his last season with PSG. This man came to PSG and underperformed. And you can argue that he's made PSG worse because the season before he comes in, they made the Champions League final. And then ever since then, they haven't even sniffed the quarterfinal. So you can argue with that. Now, has he, won the league? Yeah, but this is PSG. And then there's also the argument, PSG lost the league before Messi got there. Now he got there, and they're winning the league. Well, guess what? PSG has won the league a lot of times prior to that. Lille had a nice little young core, filled with players that got bought from other European teams, and they missed out because if you really pay attention that season, PSG were head on focused on the Champions League because they had a genuine chance. They didn't really care about the League One. Then here comes Messi, and it's a lot easier to focus on the League One when you've been eliminated in the round of 16 and you have 3-4 months of just League One every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you have Champions League semifinal during the week and then you have a game against Lille, then it gets a lot more complicated to be playing 2-3 matches a week. But these lads had only one game a week. Had to focus, ease up. But anyways, that's not really the conversation. Now, by me seeing Lionel Messi win the League One Best Foreign Player and another award just made up for him, that just makes me think that he's going to win the Ballon De Oro unfairly, unjust, because we compare these stats. Look at this. I want you to pay attention. You might be seeing, well, Lionel Messi, if you just look at this, does have a chance to win it, right? Well, I think not. If it was fair, Haaland gets it. And the thing is, I don't get why people want Messi to win it again. I think it kind of ruins football in a sense because Lionel Messi's done. The Ronaldo Messi thing, it's done. Ronaldo's in Saudi Arabia, Messi's in the MLS. Obviously, Haaland is the best player in the world. He had the best season. He won the treble. You had, websites like Goal.com who have the little power rankings saying before City won the treble because no one actually thought they would be able to win the Champions League. Everyone thought they would fumble it at one point, especially when the quarterfinal, brackets came out. They were like, ooh, they're not going to get through Bayern, Madrid to get to the final. And then they end up doing it. Now, Messi, in my eyes, has not been the best player in the world. Has not really been the best player in the world. Since 2015, I have not said Messi is the best player, no conversation. In 2015, you have to hand it to him. He was the best player of the world that year. And he hasn't been since. There's not been a year where I'd be like, if I had to choose one player in the world, I would choose Messi. That hasn't happened, unbiasedly. Since 2015. He's had 4 years where he should have won the Ballon De Oro, and you cannot take that away from him. And 2015 is the last one that's happened. All the other years, I feel like it's been forced. He's stolen Ballon De Oros from Lewandowski, and I don't know why they didn't give Lewandowski the 2021. I have no idea why they just said, a COVID year, we're not going to give it out. They just said, if it's not going to Messi, who cares, right? But right here, as you can check the stats, Haaland played 2 more games, all right? Then Messi. 37 goals for Messi. I have no idea where that's coming from. I'm about to show you the actual stats. I keep seeing this. 37 goals and 25 assists. I think the assists are around, correct because Messi is a playmaker. But the goals, they're inflated. I think they're counting friendlies for Messi and World Cup qualifying matches for Messi. But not for Haaland. It's completely odd. I have no idea why they're doing this. But, Haaland, 53 goals, amazing season. Broke the record for the Premier League, by the way. Won the Golden Boot in the Premier League and the Champions League. Let's not forget about that. 9 assists. Well, Haaland's not really a goal scorer. He's number 9. And people try to say, oh, tap-ins this, tap-ins that. Mate, what do you want him to do? Miss the tap-ins? Like, I have no idea. Last time I checked, if Messi were to score one from half field, it counts the same as Haaland scoring one in the 6-yard box, a header, all right? They both equal 1 goal. But anyways, they apparently, allegedly, you have 62 goals and assists each, tied. Apparently, individual awards, Haaland wins them in that. Trophies, League 1, he did win the World Cup. And then over here, he wins the treble over here. So when it comes to trophies, you can argue Haaland has the edge. I'm going to say Haaland has the edge because the treble, in my eyes, the way, he comes into City, who have been struggling to get, to win the Champions League, right? And he comes in first year because City has, existed for years. And they've had, Pep Guardiola come in with all that financial support. And then the first year Haaland comes in, boom, they win every single competition. Over here, Argentina and the World Cup. Argentina's won it twice already prior to Messi winning it, right? And over here, Man City's never done the treble, and the treble's only been done once. That shows how special it is that, this happens a lot more times. Every season, someone could win the treble, and the only one that's won it in England was the 1999, Man United, the infamous team that won it. I do give that team a little bit more respect, by the way. But he does it here. First year in, he seems to be the answer. Obviously, we all knew that Man City just needed number 9, and they get it. And then, boom, they win everything, and Haaland has a record-breaking year. Shuts up all the haters that were saying that he was just going to struggle. Boom, he literally does everything. Everything. You even had Goal.com saying, this is the crazy thing, if Haaland wins the treble, I don't see him not winning Ballon De Oro. And if you go check Goal.com right now, you're going to see them still have Messi at number 1 because they didn't think they were going to be able to do it. And then they did it. Now they're like, oh, we said that? No. We're just kidding. But you check here, oh, wait, not this. This is what I want to check. Right here, here's the stats from Messi. 16 goals. Then you got the 4 goals here in the Champions League. That's 20. All right, 21. 21 goals. And then here, obviously, the 7 in the World Cup. He has 28. And then 20 to 22. So, are they counting all 7? Because obviously, not all 7 of the goals were in 2022 season. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't count all of these. So, I think they're going off friendlies. Because let's say, I'll give him 3. How about this? We got 3. He has 31 goals. I'll say that. Where are we getting the 37 goals? Well, even if you give them all 7, it just doesn't go to 37. I don't understand. Where is the 37 goals coming from? And then Haaland, they're giving him 53 goals, right? You check here. He's got the 12 goals here, the 36, 38, 48, 49, right? He's got 49. And then if you're going to 52, 49, then 52, and then are you going to add these two, 57. So I'm not sure how the math is like going because I'm adding them. I gave them both the qualifiers, right? Obviously, not all of them were just this season. Not all of them are going to count. But somehow Haaland has more than what he should be in these stats, and Messi he has less than what he should have, and Messi has more than he should have. So I feel like they're only counting qualifiers and friendlies for Messi and not for Haaland to try to even out the stats. So when, they give Messi the Ballon De Oro, they're going to say, look, statistically, they're almost the same. And then we have to say the World Cup happens every 4 years, and, that's more special than a treble. The treble could happen each year. This could happen only every 4 years, which that logic makes absolutely no sense because the treble can happen almost every year, right? But it doesn't. Like in England, this is the second time it's happened, and we've had, since before I was born. And the World Cup, Argentina's won it 3 times. The treble's happened now twice. You know what I'm saying? It's, for me, in my eyes, I believe unbiasedly that the treble is more special than the World Cup. And you might say, oh man, no, it's not. The World Cup is the most prestigious trophy. Many might say that, but he was the golden boot in both the Premier League and the Champions League. They win the treble, never done in City's life. No one thought City would be able to do it, and they end up doing it because Erling Haaland came in. And I just believe if Messi is to get the Ballon De Oro, it's gonna be very shameful, and I think it would lose a lot of credibility for the Ballon De Oro. I would no longer use it in the debate on who is the better player because the Ballon d'Or would lose all credibility. And I think it's time to let go of the older generation. I love the Messi Ronaldo era, as much as the other person, but it's over. It's over, and it's time to let the new guys have it. Maybe we'll have a Haaland versus Mbappe era or Vinicius. We have all these players. Let Haaland win the Ballon d'Oro. You know what I'm saying? He's a young lad. We need to get, the new guys winning stuff. If you're still going to be giving the lads who are going to the retirement leagues in the MLS and Saudi Arabia the trophies, it's just cooked. The future of football, it's now, right? The future's now. These lads have left. Stop holding on. I feel like they're holding on scared that football's just going to lose, a lot of numbers without Messi and Ronaldo. But you're just going to ruin it. You're literally pausing the growth in what Haaland and Mbappe could do to, society. The way Ronaldo and Messi have influenced the youth, let Haaland and Mbappe do the same. They're at literally that age where Messi and Ronaldo started dominating. Like, let them dominate. Let them have the hype. You guys are still holding on. I have no idea why. It's over, lads. Just give Haaland the Ballon d'Oro. Call it a day. Messi has 7 already, all right? He has 7. He has the most, of all time with 7. And I don't think anyone's going to surpass 7 in our lifetime. So I have no idea why they wanted it to be 8. It's crazy. But anyways, leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Make sure to leave a comment down below on who do you think should win the Ballon d'Oro. And if you know why Messi's stats are so inflated, let me know. I'm actually like flabbergasted at this. But anyways, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And thank you guys for watching.